Singapore-based digital property marketplace 99.co has entered a joint venture with multinational advertising firm REA Group. 99.co will take over 2 property portals in Singapore and Indonesia.
The company says this will put it on track to become a market leader in Singapore and Southeast Asia. And we have with us Darius Cheung, CEO of 99.co, in studio today with us. So Darius, tell us then, this merger, what does it mean for consumers and for property hunters across the region?
Well, for property hunters, immediately what they would see is that they will have more choices. So both on property, on 99.co as well as on iProperty, you would immediately be able to see all the listings in the market, especially the many listings that are uniquely only on 99 or iProperty. Over the long run, what this would mean is that it allows us to double down on R&D. Today, we have about 70 headcount in R&D. We look to increase that twice, to double that to 140 in the next 12 months.
So some great potential growth there for 99.co.
Absolutely.
REA Group CEO Owen Wilson has said that the Singapore marketplace is ripe for disruption. Yeah. So from the point of view of property developers and sellers as well, why is this merger so important?
Yeah, absolutely. So with us consolidating, it gave us much more market share and much more well-positioned and well-resourced to compete. And having good competition, that means more competitive prices for our property advertisers, such as developers and agents. And I think that's very important for the market to maintain a fair marketplace.
And so what would you say is your strategy then, both for the Singapore market and for the Indonesia market?
In terms of the 2 portals? So naturally, 99.co is a much younger, innovative brand. It has features that's really catering to the young renters and first-time home buyers. iProperty Group naturally has a more mature audience that is really more investors and second-time home buyers and so on. So we continue to innovate and keep both portals very cutting edge.
Okay, and for Indonesia in particular, what are your plans there?
Yeah, so Indonesia is great for us because with Indonesia, 99.co is already 1/3 of the market, and Rumah 123, which we acquired now, is also 1/3 of the market. In combination, we are the clear leader of the market, so that gave us much more ability to innovate and bring a lot of new things to the market to help property buyers.
Darius, one of your biggest competitors, Property Guru, is hoping to go public in Australia not too long from now. There is lots of growth in this sector for certain, but you've got some really big investors behind you. You've got Eduardo Saverin, you've got Alliance X and so on. Where do you see this new venture going in the next few years?
Well, we think this is day 0 for property portals. Today's property portals pretty much is an online version of the newspaper ads you used to see 20 years ago. And it hasn't really changed much in the last 10 years. But we think that in the next 5 years, you will see a tremendous wave of property tech really transforming the landscape, making the transaction itself much more efficient, much more reliable, much more transparent, and also really solving fundamental problems potentially, such as affordability and mobility.
And are you seeing, so how do you see this then in 10 years' time? You say it hasn't moved much at the moment. Yeah. So in 10 years' time, are people going to be able to actually make down payments to secure deals like completely online?
Well, that's easy. That's just the easy part.
That's just the transaction part, I suppose.
That's just the transaction part, making it easy and faster and reliable. But what we really want to see is that the mega trends is that the young people nowadays, for example, are very mobile. They stay at the same place for 6 months, 9 months, and they move along. And affordability is continue to be an issue. The income gap continue to rise. So we want to fundamentally change those issues, and that means actually bringing our innovation much more to financial services and other areas that's today not considered as part of the property portal area.
So technology transforming the real estate sector, that's the next big thing here in Singapore. Thank you very much, Darius, for coming in to talk to us about this new joint venture that you have. CEO of 99.co there, Darius Cheung.